Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi zidni ilma. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Dr. Sadhvi Rafiq and under the supervision of Professor Dr. Saira Afzal, today we are going to have critical appraisal of a review article which is investigating the drinking water quality and associated health risks in metropolis areas of Pakistan. Starting with the abstract. Water is a basic need of human beings with no substitute for it. This research aims to investigate the drinking water quality and associated risk calculations of the metropolis area in Pakistan. The present study was based on public awareness towards water quality and real situation of water quality of filtration plants in Islamabad. A questionnaire was designed, 450 completed questionnaires were collected and analyzed with statistical tools. To investigate water quality in the study area, 32 samples were analyzed from installed filtration plants. The results showed 26 samples were found to be unsafe for drinking water with poor quality. The hazard index of arsenic was found to be less than 1 in adults and children in Islamabad. The microbiological situation was included as well for the health risk assessment. Public satisfaction can be enhanced by dissemination of significant importance of water quality in annual government reports to the public via local social media, print media, and television. Introduction. Water is a basic human need, and it is necessary for survival, and it has significant relationship with human livelihood and good health. There's a lot of evidence that clear public awareness about drinking water quality can help prevent contaminated water. Public satisfaction of safe drinking water is also a part of WHO strategy. In Islamabad, Capital Authority, which is CDA, has installed a number of filtration plants in Islamabad, and the aim was to supply the clean, fresh, and safe water to the public of Islamabad. For the safe water supply, it is necessary to have good infrastructure, water supply system. The pressure of the water and the breakdown and quantity of water can affect water quality. So, organic and inorganic chemicals and heavy metals are found in many regions of the world. And water quality of any specific area can help to determine public health. Pakistan, being a developing country, is also facing the same issue in many parts of the world. There is, in the last few decades, the demand of the water in the country has increased, and the water quality is affected by human activities like industrialization and agricultural development. Contaminants like chemicals, microorganisms, industrial waste, toxic substances, and wastewater in higher concentration can become the reason of unsafe drinking water. The following diseases are generated by the contaminated water, which include the skin diseases, kidney damage, circulatory system problems, gastrointestinal stress, cancer, blue baby syndrome, nervous system disorders, and bone damage. So, the world municipal population grows everywhere, and the number of people have been increased. And basic reason is unplanned urbanization and rapid change can cause a variety of issues in developing countries, including air pollution, traffic congestion, water scarcity, and the inability to meet basic needs for all. This is one of the most important studies of its kind because Islamabad is Pakistan's capital city, and the public awareness about the environment, including drinking water and water source, can help to raise consumer education. In this paper, they presented the results were aimed for towards the public awareness about water quality in Islamabad. Second was calculating water quality and health risk assessment. And third was explaining the need of additional enhancements in water quality monitoring to water treatment on a daily basis. In materials and method, the study area of Islamabad, which is a well-planned city and the capital of Pakistan, as if you see the map of the Islamabad, this is urban area and this is the rural area of Islamabad. And it is the Rawalpindi Tehsil. Data collection and analysis. This study took at two different types of data. A semi-structured questionnaire was used to collect data from households in Islamabad during phase 1. The questionnaire included a variety of questions about the participant demographic as well as a knowledge score of the water quality of filtration plants in Islamabad. A total of 450 completed questionnaires were collected from the study area. This study included a pre-test to eliminate any discrepancies. In phase 2, data on the water quality of installed filtration plants in Islamabad were collected from the Capital Development Authority. In total, 32 water filtration plants were observed in this study, and the data were collected from them to determine the water quality according to American Public Health Association. And different analyses like public awareness, health risk assessment, water quality assessment, statistical analysis including the regression, coefficient of correlation, and principal component analysis, which is PCA, by using different softwares was conducted. Probit model. In this study, a Probit model was used to investigate public awareness of water quality, with public awareness being defined as a binary outcome based on response to whether or not the public is aware of water quality or filtration plants. The effect of numerous attributes of the same response on the awareness water quality was investigated using a Probit model regression, and this is its equation, in which y is the dependent variable and y was presenting the public awareness of water quality, then y1 I was indicating the respondent if they know it, and 0 was if they don't know it. So it was the basic equation, and through this was it was done for the awareness, to know the awareness of water quality. Then the water quality assessment and health risk assessment. For this water quality assessment, these are the different equations which were used to assess it. The water quality index was calculated for parameters alkalinities, chlorine, pH, nitrous, different solids as well as per accessibility of their allocated weights, where RW stands for relative weight and QI stands for quality index, which is calculated by dividing pollutant concentrations by their real values and multiply by 100. The index scores fell into the 5 following categories, which is excellent, good, poor, very poor, and unsuitable. And the range is given. Excellent is more than 50, 50 to 100, 100 to 200, 200 to 300. And if it's more than 300, then it is unsuitable. Regarding results and discussions, attributes of the sample questionnaire. The variables include gender, male and female. The male were total 450, they were the participants. Out of them, 340 were males, which were 75.6%. And according to age group, the maximum respondents were aged 36 to 45, 154 respondents. Education level, maximum were college and undergraduate degree students. And the family member, maximum were 3 to 5, which is 232, who responded in this questionnaire. It is the knowledge score about water quality of filtration plants. These were the different questions which were being asked. Like first, was I received proper education about drinking water quality? Yes, like 33% people said, and no, 66.7% said. Then the public awareness about water quality, it was good, 61% yes. Then the public attention to water quality, pay attention, comparatively high attention, and no concentration. So it was point of concern that 28% have no concern regarding the quality of water. Then public satisfaction with drinking water quality, majority was satisfied. Then the public trust in the safety of drinking water. Concerned, confident were like 23%, relatively 62%, and not confident were 14%. Drinking water filtration plants may contain contaminants such as pharmaceuticals. Yes was 64.4%. And the pharmaceuticals installed in filtration plants can affect human health. This is alarming. They don't know. 61.6% don't know even about it. The estimates of Probit model, awareness estimates of Probit model, which was about the awareness of water quality. This is about the gender, age, and education. Different values were given according to their p-value. Calculation analysis of water quality. It was a concentration of water parameter in filtration plants. You can see These were the different parameters: arsenic, iron, of the pH, and calcium and chlorine. And these were the ranges of in Islamabad filtration plants. 32 samples were taken from the filtration plants. And these are the ranges, and this is WHO permissible limits. Like if I see arsenic, it was range on 0.06 to 1.63, and whereas WHO permissible limit is 0.01%. So these were the different parameters of were given. Then water quality index of particular sites in Islamabad. This is the, you can see according to quality, good, poor, excellent. We have different 5 categories, and you can see the different sites of water quality index. You can see its range, and sometimes you can see in 2 areas these are so much high. Then the health risk assessment of children and adults. Health hazard quotient was calculated of arsenic and ferrous in children and adults, and hazard index was calculated. This is the relationship of TDS, total dissolved substance, with the A is cations, B is anions, relationship of arsenic and ferrous, and these principal component analysis in Islamabad water samples. If you see the population rate in Islamabad city in 1998, its population was less, but till this is showing 2017, it has increased so much, and now it is 2022, must have increased more than this even. Conclusion. The present study was about public awareness of health risk assessment and water quality in Islamabad, Pakistan. As per public response, most respondent facts they were well aware. 61.1% of health safety and water quality in drinking water of filtration water plants, and about 40.2% of respondents paid attention to local water quality. Only 46.4% of respondents were very satisfied with their drinking water qualities. 17.1% were highly satisfied, and 36.4% were totally unsatisfied, and it must be a concerning point for relevant authorities. Educational level and specific education related to water quality and health assessment could affect public awareness of drinking water quality. Among all explanatory determinants, gender, age, and educational level of public were significant with water quality. Results of all parameters were compared with WHO allowable boundaries for drinking water. Arsenic was the main reason for water contamination. Health hazards among children can be a big challenge. The water quality index was calculated, and most of the samples that were poor quality were found to be unsafe. Proper supervision should be taken for filtration plant installed in Islamabad. Public satisfaction can be enhanced by dissemination of the status of water quality in government reports via social media, print media, and television. This study was carried out in Islamabad, Pakistan. The implications of this study may be used for the city and for similar regions. Authors' contributions were given. Conflict of interest. There was absence of any commercial financial relationship was given. Then there was a publisher note in this article which showed that the product that may be evaluated in this article or claim that may be made by its manufacturer is not guaranteed or endorsed by the publisher. Then the acknowledgements were given in this article. References were given. Now moving towards a critical appraisal, the checklist which is being used is stroke checklist. According to this checklist, the title and abstract studies design was not mentioned in the title. And there was unstructured abstract with an informative summary of what was done and what was found. An introduction explained background and rationale reported. Objectives were stated. Whereas in methodology study, design was cross-sectional study, and the setting was described, it was Islamabad and Islamabad, Pakistan. Then that was the participants, 450 participants were included in this study. And according to WHO, diagnostic criteria was used for water quality index. Methods of assessments were given, and there was no effort was put into for the potential source of bias. And there were 450 participants and 32 water filtration plants. Analysis was given, as they have told, SPSS data was, different tools were used, and the correlation and statistical analysis was done, and probit model was used to investigate the public awareness of water quality. And the graphs and tables were given, the results were summarized in the table form, limitations were not given, interpretation of overall results were done, and generalizability can be done. And funding was not mentioned. It is not, it is mentioned, but there was no details of it. As far as strength of this article, it has a strong introduction. Objectives were given, 450 participants were involved, and there was 32 sample size from filtration plants. WHO criteria for drinking water index was used, and good presentation of the results with good pictorial presentations. As far as the limitations are concerned, the study design was not mentioned in the title. Rationale of the study was weak. Sample size collection and sampling technique was not mentioned. Eligibility criteria of the participant was not given. Method of selection of participant was not given. Selection bias not addressed, as well as avoiding duplication of the data while doing the household survey was not given. Although the pre-testing was mentioned, but the combined alpha value was not mentioned. Limiting the study to only one city questioned the generalizability of the results, and the discussion section was lacking in literature referencing from other studies support the result from the study on water quality and risk factors. This is our YouTube link. Kindly like, subscribe, and thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sadia. Very nice presentation, and especially the part that you have covered about the strengths and limitations. That was very beautifully presented. It is given us the real insight into how the limitations that can be fulfilled in future research. Now, I would request Dr. Amber and then Dr. Hansa to please comment on this presentation.